channel in this video. Looks like the title caught your attention, so it's for you. If you found me and you've never been here before, welcome, welcome. If you've been around, hi, thank you so much for sticking around. So today we're going to be getting into a message about the Divine Feminine, and it's going to be some predictions for the feminine. We're going to be looking into who do you love, okay? Who is the special someone, okay? And what's coming up for you with this person? Like what is what's in store for your love? And then we're going to look into your career. What's your divine purpose? What's your divine career? Okay, what is it you're supposed to be doing? And then we're going to look into your spiritual journey. So what's happening with the feminine on your spiritual journey? All right, well, that one just wants to pop out. Hi, markers. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Markers, you're an angel. Thank you so much for time stamping the almost 4-hour video yesterday. Much appreciated. Hi, Infinite. Hi, Margarita. All right, so we're just going to do like a random what's coming up for feminine real quick before I get into the questions. Just the pre-shuffle, right? Pre-shuffle is always good. Just a little bonus message as I get the cards ready for the reading. So today we'll be using the Queen Moon Oracle. We'll be using the Game of Thrones Tarot. We'll be using the Psychic Tarot, okay, and the Quantum Oracle. All right, probably use a couple little bonus cards here and there as well. Hi, Lefty Lefty. How are you? How's it going? Divine Feminine. All right, so a couple little extra cards so far in the shuffle and the mix. All right, Spirit, please guide and direct me right now for the Divine Feminine. Guide and direct me for the message for the Divine Femme. Get my microphone going here. Okay. All right, that's probably better. Okay. Spirit, please guide and direct me today for the Divine Feminine. Remember, you can be a male or a female in the feminine energy. Sex doesn't really matter. It's just the energy that your body and your spirit are resonating with, okay, at this current time. It's always open to change, and we do always have masculine and feminine in us. But on my channel, the ones that resonate with readings usually resonate with one or the other. But we all do have masculine in us as well as feminine, okay? Much love from Egypt. Hi, King M. Hi, thank you so much for coming to my channel. I've been studying on Egypt last night, so funny, and today about the pyramids and all that, really looking into some information about all of that. Very curious. Very curious. All right. So let's go ahead and look into the pre-shuffle. So Divine Feminine, male or female, let's just see what's going on with you. First off, you have the Magician card in the Major Arcana. And this one is about awakenings. Hi, Max. Hi, Natty. Hi, Mary. Hi. Thank you so much for saying pretty cards. Hi, Debbie from Australia. So welcome. So this is about creating your own universe, manifesting what it is you want. You're the one that chooses what you experience. And it's because of perception. How you choose to perceive your experience. You can perceive it as good or bad. You can perceive it as successful or a failure. It's all perception. So what I'm feeling with this awareness card is you're being more aware of your energy and how that affects your reality. I mean, before it was kind of like it just happened automatically. It was just going with the flow with you. But now you're just purposefully creating your environment because of what you want. You're no longer just letting it happen to you. You're creating it. Hello from Greece. Look at all these wonderful people from all over. Man, I am so excited. I feel like I'm on a trip around the world right now. So we have the full card. And guys, we've been getting this card a lot lately, haven't we? Full, 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 full. Like all the time I've been getting full lately. And of course, in Vedic sidereal astrology, we are still in Aries birthday season, okay? Which reminds me I have to do the Aries birthday reading, which I will soon before it ends. You have several days left, but so this is the time frame for you to have a lot of new beginnings, and it's also about completion because 0 is starting from nothing, okay? So a lot of you feminines are turning a leaf, fresh new start. You're putting down an old story, an old chapter, okay? This is going to be kind of exciting for you, actually. You're also facing your shadow side. I feel like he's facing a dragon here. So he's facing a shadow side and just saying, I'm not scared. So a lot of courage, a lot of bravery seen here. Okay. Yeah, it's snowing on me and raining on markers. Ah, that is hilarious. The other cards you have is resistance, 25. So maybe you're a little bit resistant, possibly. Not about the new beginning, because I think you're excited about the new beginning, but you're resistant about starting a new beginning not the way you imagined or not the way you pictured it. You know what I mean? So this is just like, I didn't imagine this new beginning to look like this or to feel like this, but I'm going to be brave and I'm just going to go ahead and do it anyways. You want to go with the flow. I know you do. But of course you have your own ideas in mind. You have your own direction in mind. So this is saying I'm open to a new beginning, but I really kind of want it to go my way. I really kind of want to manifest this new beginning, and I want it to look more so the way I want it to look. So this isn't necessarily a bad thing. The next card you have is assessing, first quarter moon. Number 9, more self energy. This is good though. So you are looking into what it is you want. You're looking over everything. This is going over contracts, going over paperwork with a fine-tooth comb, going over your bank accounts, going over your business structure, going over your schedule and your routine and your diet, and just really looking at what do you have to work with, you know? What am I working with here? Let me see my tools. Let me see, you know, how old am I? What are my dreams? What are my aspirations? What's possible in my opinion? You know, am I up for the task? All of those things. Really just assessing what you're ready to manifest. But all in all, you're in a very beautiful, brand new beginning. I'll read assessing for you and then we'll get into your reading. It's time to assess your current position, Femme. You must make sure your blind spots are revealed so that you are honest with yourself and others. Sometimes the hard decision is the best decision. You should be able to assess and move quickly based on that assessment. You have begun your journey, and now it's time to assess where you are and what to do next. You have made this big decision and you've worked and walked this path for some time. And yet you understand that in every journey, it's a wise action to check the map. Sometimes we go along our path and we keep going, even if it seems like we're no longer on the path. Seems like we get lost, but we keep trusting, keep following, keep believing, hoping that this is the way and it's right for us. Sometimes we feel we have gone way too far off the course, and so we need to turn around so we can get back onto our journey. That doesn't really suit you right now, though. It doesn't even justify or satisfy where you're at. This is a time of assessing, am I going to continue on this journey? Is this the journey I want to continue? Or maybe do I want to start a new journey? You know, I kind of feel like for you feminines, you've had one person in your mind, one outcome stuck in your heart, one particular goal. And it's been that way for some time. And as of recently, we're talking the last few days, you're thinking, maybe I could do something entirely different. If we just had some courage, could we have reassessed as we went along, perhaps, and ended up somewhere else, somewhere better? Right now, I'm here. Is this where I want to be? Am I satisfied with where I'm at? Now is the time to look carefully at all the aspects of your life, especially the areas in which you have set some intentions and some goals. Ask yourself, do I still want these things? And do I still want the same end result? If the answer is no, ask yourself, what can you do right now to get some momentum heading towards a new desire? Although it doesn't seem terribly glamorous, assessment has some high payoff for us. If we bother to do it well, doing it well means we really look, and we look hard at how things are going. All of us have some kind of blind spot, so it's worth exposing this right now by consulting a trusted friend or finding where negative patterns have been and looking for ways to solve these things with new solutions. Shining a light on your blind spots and taking action is shifting a very big area of your life that was probably very troublesome. And it's time to make a very big change, and this is a catalyst. All right, so this is really cool. This kind of feels like the Wheel of Fortune for me, for you guys. This is very Virgo, you know. The Magician is Gemini and Virgo, so there could be some Gemini in here as well. We have Aries, Gemini, and Virgo. Or can I just say that right now your 6th house is activated? Some of you guys have a 6th house activated. For some of you guys, this may be your Navamsha. For some of you guys, this may be your moon chart, which is your D4. For some of you guys, this could be your D10, which is career. For some of you guys, you know, it's just an energy in which you feel very strongly is changing in your life. And the 6th house represents work. It represents enemies. It represents a fight. It represents ups and downs, but mostly hardships and obstacles. It's a difficult house. It can represent illness and disease and also health. And it represents focus, routine, and schedule. So it's a really strong house about responsibility. And I think that's really where this is focused at. But I also feel the Gemini energy, which is the 3rd house, and that's about making networks and connections and friends. It's about being a student and learning. It's about determination and direction, setting your course. It's about drive, and it's about desire, and it's about gain. It's also about intelligence. So we have that here as well. And then with Aries, it's about birth, and it's just the new birth of self. Because the 1st house represents you and only you, yourself. So it's a very single kind of energy. Oh, markers, the D4 chart is the moon chart. Or it's more of a detailed look in the 4th house. Because the moon rules the 4th house. So it's about your home and family. Okay? So these areas are really activated for you. And I honestly feel like this is a strong time to buckle down and get organized. And for the feminine, that's what you're doing. But it's not just one single area of your life. It's many areas of your life. And I think you're just assessing where you've been having issues and where you feel your dreams have been stopped and where you feel there's been some resistance on what it is that you've been wanting. And so you're like, okay, this has been very difficult for me. I feel the pressure and I feel the resistance. I need to assess why. Am I going in the right direction? Is Spirit trying to stop me? Is this not for me? Or is this not even what I really want at the heart of the matter? Yet my body and my mind is just pushing me anyways. Sometimes that happens. So this is assessing the resistance in your life and embarking on a brand new journey, just brand spanking shiny new. And I feel like you're refreshed, you're reborn, you have more energy and vision, and you're really excited. For a lot of you guys, you're having some big goals for career and just personal spiritual growth. I feel very strongly because Virgo's book writing, it could be, and Gemini is about writing books, and I do feel strong Gemini. And Mercury is all about writing and imagination and intelligence. So I do feel there could be something here about writing a book, because publishing is the 9th house, which is Sagittarius. So you're not into the publishing area yet, but you are very much in the writing state of mind, creation state of mind. So you're going to be getting a lot of ideas about possibly writing a book. For some people, and maybe it's just writing a journal for yourself, a memoir, you know, just writing about your feelings, possibly just getting it out on paper. But I definitely feel like it could be a computer too. I mean, we're different nowadays. So a lot of you guys, it's the computer, the paper, but just jotting down experiences, keeping a log and a journal, or writing a book, that's definitely popping up for the divine feminines right now. Kind of just, it's that organization and assessment, looking back at your experiences in your life and giving you new direction. There's also a lot of energy here about study. So you're studying things that can help your life. Things like Vastu, things like Feng Shui, things like meditation, tantric, astrology, tarot, mysticism, history, looking into ancestry, any of those things that can help you on your spiritual path. So you're really looking into that. A lot of you guys may also be really excited and embarking on educating yourself more so you can become a teacher. And I really feel like your desires have changed. You used to have a different kind of will and a different kind of desire, but it shifted. And I think you didn't even notice it till like recently. And now you're looking at yourself and saying, Divine Feminine, we've changed. What's changed? I feel different. And it's exciting. Okay, so that's the overall underall energy for you guys. Now we're going to get into your reading. Oops. We're going to start with who you love. Because everyone loves someone. Most of the time anyways. Spirit, who does Divine Feminine love? Who does Divine Feminine love? I'm hearing, this is just what I'm hearing, I love myself more than anybody. And that's a big change. But that's what I'm hearing for you. I love myself more than I love everybody. And that's different for you. Loving you is a big change. But let's see. Who do you love? I love guacamole too, daughter of light. But let's focus on the who. All right. So this is going to be who you love. Look what pops out again, as if it wanted to just say hello. The Magician. Again. Virgo, Gemini. And my clock is chiming. I don't know if you guys can hear that. And then we have here the Eight of Spears. I'm going to put this on there because I feel like it popped up for a reason, and considering we just had the Magician, it's got to be a message. It's got to be a sign. Spirit, please show me who the Divine Feminine loves. See, Rosie McDowell says, yep, it's myself. And maybe that is the Magician. Maybe that is Virgo Gemmy for you, yourself. Number 1, Major Arcana is I love number 1. I love me. That's good. But I know there's somebody out there. Spirit, Who does the divine feminine love? Who does the divine... Oh my gosh. Guess what? We have another confirmation of self. Another number one. Talk about I still love number one. You guys are sticking to your stubbornness. I love number one, Steph. Get it straight. Get it straight. Oh my God. If I get another number one, I'm going to get my answer thoroughly. But we're not done yet. Okay. You guys are like, oh my gosh, this is crazy, Steph. This is crazy. I love myself, but I love my Leo also. Oh, he is my my Leo with Gemini. That's funny. I apparently can't talk. Worth a damn. Okay, interruptions are here already. Yes?
Where's your other phone?
It's upstairs on my nightstand.
Is it alive?
Yes, it's alive.
I love you.
I love you. Close my door.
What is it up there?
On my nightstand where my candles are. My
nightstand?
light. It's where my light is.
What
Close
light?
my door. That sparkly diamond light. Close my door.
No.
I need it to be quiet.
What?
Okay, so who do you love? One more card. Who do you love? Who do you love? Ooh. Darn, feminine. You just don't know when to quit. All right. It's like a lot of cards everywhere. You guys are like, oh my God, Stephanie, look at all these cards. Jeez Louise. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's do the bottoms of the deck here. We've obviously got some that have already popped out. As far as who you love, we have letting go. You're starting to let go of who you love. That is very, very apparent. These dogs are like resisting her. She's like trying to walk these dogs and drag them. Here, I'll turn it on.
No. I was giving you the soap.
I know.
That was funny.
You're funny.
By the way, I don't know how about to walk.
Well, just play in here quietly.
Okay. But then I'm going to have to tone it down. Oh, I can sit with you.
No, not with me. Do you want to watch shark videos or what do you want?
Jaws.
Jaws.
And if you watch the sharks, they die. You can't die.
Okay, no volume because it's going to not be good for my channel. You remember, if you have the phone on, you have to play outside?
All right.
Okay. Away from the chair, please.
Why?
Because it's going to be too loud behind me. So get over there by the plant.
Okay.
Sorry about that, everybody. Okay, so as far as who you love, we've got this... you probably love someone that loves dogs, or you both love dogs or have some kind of an affinity for dogs. Someone may have had 3 dogs or more. That could be kind of a sign. You also love someone that you've been on a path with, but doors keep closing on this relationship, and no matter how much you've tried to be in this relationship with this person, it's resistance, resistance, resistance. And you're learning to stop dragging this person forward with you on your path. You're about ready to let go and say, I'm not going to force you on this path. If you don't want to go on this path, I'm going to let you go where you want to go. But I have a new door opening and I'm going to go ahead and step through this new door. So this is kind of an energy of someone you love already. Then we have triumphant success. So this is someone that you wanted a new beginning with. This is also more so an air sign. So let's really focus on that. Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius as far as who you love. This person's kind of buried and dead right now, kind of away from you. There's very little communication, like just ideas of communication, beginnings of communication. Or it's just, you know, small, because I know this is an Ace of Swords, which is a blessing and it comes from the universe and there is some kind of new idea. awakening or communication, but it's still very small, okay? It's still a seed. So I feel like between you guys, who you love, air sign energy, communication is not wonderful. It's not great. It's very resistant, and it's actually very difficult talking to this person. The next cards you have, oh, well, whoa, speaker fell into my boobs. Give me a second, okay, there we go. Okay.
What? Speaker fell in your boobs?
Fell in my boobs.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, okay. So we have the divine masculine. And this is the person that you love, and it is a divine soulmate, a divine lover, could be a twin flame for some of you guys. This is a very special person. This is your 1-7. This is your opposite, okay? This is that person that you were supposed to be with. Look behind him. There's 2 children, if you guys can see that, which is Gemini. Could be a very strong Gemini connection, but what's 1-7 from Gemini? Sagittarius, okay? And he kind of looks like half man, half centaur. I mean, just by his clothing. I know he's not half horse, but it gives the impression. So this could very well be, and we did have Fools, so it could be Aries, Libra, Gemini, Sag, and Virgo, Pisces so far, okay? And that's kind of the 1-7s that we have so far. So we've got this beautiful beginning here, and the children just represent past life, but also divine souls, that ever since you were a soul, you've been tied to one another, male and female, okay? This is a beautiful energy, and I was just studying this last night, which is so cool. It's that Shiva energy, you know, Shakti and Shiva. The male, female, the positive, negative, the yin yang. Even in the pyramids, there's the queen's chamber and the king's chamber, but that has something to do with the kundalini and the male and the female. Just a beautiful connection, which is divine, fated partners. So you love this person. You love your 1-7. You love your person, but you're really tired of the resistance. It's getting old, very, very old. The next card that comes out is, I'm truly in love with every piece of you. Truly. You love so much about your masculine, okay? And that's who you love. You love your divine masculine fully. There's not a piece of your masculine's body or hair on his head or her head that you don't love. You love the positives and the negatives. You're unconditionally loving, and you're very understanding. So, let's continue. Oh boy, you have the 10 of Cups. Talk about soulmate energy, right? Talk about that fated partner. Talk about that happiness, that joy, that 1-7, that twin flame, that soulmate, 10 of Cups. They are your everything. So are you. You're starting to love yourself as well. You're letting go of loving them so much and starting to love yourself so much as well. That is definitely an additional message here. The next one here is 5 of Cups. Oh, this is just so sad. You're like, God, I love you, but this is someone who betrayed me. This is someone who hurt me. This is someone who abandoned me. This is someone who knocked over my happiness, my 3 of Cups. This is someone whom 2 of Cups still stand. I still love you, but I am so deeply hurt, so deeply sad and brokenhearted. I wish we could have had things differently. There is a lot of regrets. There's a lot of remorse. There's just a lot of heartbreak, sadness and heartbreak with this masculine. Next we have the Sun, Leo vibes. Oh boy, here comes the Sun. This person lights up your life, but the Sun is also a masculine energy, and it's a fatherly energy.
Can you ask me something
What?
You want that you really can make homemade jaws?
Yep.
That's really. No, come look.
So anyways, this person probably heralds a very strong sun energy. Could be a Leo rising at some point, or a Leo sun also. Or it could just represent that 5th house being activated. But here's the deal. You love someone that brings joy to your life. You love someone that maybe reminds you of your dad in some sense, even male or female. They remind you of this person. You love someone who you believe and have every faith that you guys are going to come out of this hard time. You love someone that just the sight of them makes life feel better. This person has the power to make you happy. And this person also has the power to make you miserable. That's who you love. And you're learning. Because remember earlier with the Magician, we have learning. You're learning to not allow this person to have all that power anymore. It was very unbalanced. So you love this person. And you always will. But you're also learning that you have to be strong on your own without this person. You have to be happy on your own without this person. And this person is not the end-all, be-all in your spiritual purpose, journey, or life. So I kind of think there was a time that you felt that it was. Because let's go over here and look at the bottoms of the decks over here. Look at all that. You've got fragmented energy here, which is the missing piece to my puzzle. You've got 3 of Pentacles, recognition and reward. And you've got another number 3 here, which is realization. Okay? And there's a keyhole. So it's like they're the key to this door that needs to be open. Excuse me for bumping that. So the first thing I noticed here with your oracles, because these are pretty much oracles, 3, 3, 3. 3 cards of 3. So there's definitely an Empress vibe about deep healing, restorative power. The number 3 really speaks about creation, regeneration, preparation, building. Okay, so this is building up. Patrice Baudel, my ex came back to apologize and confused me. My DM is just not communicating with me very often. So there you go. This person did reach out, but didn't continue with the momentum. And that's this 5 of Cups there. That's this confusion, sadness, heartbreak. They make you so happy with the Sun and the 10 of Cups, yet they break your heart at the same time. You're so happy when there's new beginnings and new communications with the Ace of Swords, and you're thrilled that your masculine can stand up and reach out. But then you realize here comes the hardship again, and you're tired of this resistance. So we have here, I'm addicted to you, your body, your mind, and your soul. I've checked up on you to see if you were with someone else. You could have anyone you want, so there's a worry about someone else for sure. Would you ever be able to forgive all my mistakes? And could you ever truly trust me again? Okay, so there's that vibe. Could you ever truly trust me, and could you ever forgive me for all of this hardship and resistance? Under recognition and reward, we have suffering and silence. More Virgo confirmations there. Also singleness and withdrawal. It's kind of a 9 of Swords, okay? Well, it is the 9 of Swords. And then you have the 8 of Wands, accelerated motion. So a lot of thoughts and communication coming your way. Earlier, you did get the 8 of Wands here as well, which is the 8 of Spears. There's a lot coming at you guys all at once. It's requiring you to have so much patience. But temperance is under there. Patience is the temperance card, which is Raphael, the fix-it angel. So I do think something is going to be fixed. Underneath the magician, which is as above, so below. Here comes the Eight of Spears. A lot of momentum and movement in a new direction. And then you have Ten of Swords, which represents a burden and a hardship. So we have a lot of pressure. Oh, this is not the burden and hardship. It's Ten of Spears. But it looks like swords, doesn't it? I think it's both, in my opinion. Ten of Wands is the burden, but the Spears is also betrayal and backstabbing. So there is a level of betrayal in this energy. The Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords vision for me. But even though it's Ten of Wands, which of course it's a heavy burden to carry, the betrayal and kind of like a backstabbing energy. You backstabbed me. Like, I helped you. I showed up for you. I loved you. I gave you help. I forgave you. I assisted you. I was in your life in peace. I didn't pressure you. And then everything turned around and you either blocked me with the Ten of Swords or cut me off. You know, you didn't want me to be in your life anymore, or you shut me out, or you just walked away altogether, and I was left heavy-hearted and carrying a heavy burden of my love for you with no closure. I also feel there was no closure, and that was the betrayal that I was seeing. But as far as the Ten of Spears, which is Ten of Wands, goes, the burden is the betrayal. You didn't think this person was going to do this to you. Bless you. You didn't think this person had it in them to just turn their back on you. And for me, please stop, there is this energy of turning a back on someone. Very disappointed. And Mercury is intelligent. Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo, and it's all about, I already know. I know what you did, I know what you've done, and now I'm kind of assessing everything that's been done. It's interesting that comes up. Underneath realization, you have the unexpected. Okay? Because I don't think you expected your guys' relationship to look like this or feel like this. You're starting to see the truth about it. And then you have fear. Okay, you're scared about this. Look at this growth, this new beginning. You're scared about walking through that door without this person. You didn't expect this. You expected to be together. A lot of twins in many of these cards. You know, Mula Nakshatra for Sagittarius, it's ironic, I just posted that last night, had the twins. Only in Mula Nakshatra, in the third para, which is what I ironically am. It's twins. And then you look at Gemini, and that's the twins, and that's 1-7. So there could be a connection here between Gemini and Sag. It's very strong. It's very, very strong. But it also talks about you don't know what you're going to get. You don't know if you're going to get the good twin or the bad twin. So there's a lot of nervousness here. But this is who you love. And you just can't make sense of all of this. You don't have enough pieces to the puzzle for it to make sense. You are going through a happy success, which is feeling very good. You love this person and you want them to do well. Leo vibes come in again. Okay, very, very strong. Leo energy somewhere lurking around. Present power. And it's about getting your power back. So who you love is someone that you really hope to God, because Aquarius, number 11, and then Leo, number 5, is that 1-7 energy, and it's about hope, okay, and faith and determination. You really hope this person is going to have the courage to step up and do the right thing. So funny. I'm looking for 3 energy and I found up fear. Number 5 energy, fear is worry. And we did have that underneath. Over here we had fear. I almost feel like, I don't know where I had fear. I saw fear. Oh, that was in the very beginning of the reading. No, it was here. Oh, there it was. Yeah, there's fear. I feel like for the Divine Feminine, a lot of you guys are scared that they won't stand up in their energy, that they won't have that power. Okay? But I think you're going to be very surprised. So when you're dealing with the Divine Feminine that has doubts, that has fears, that has worries, you're going to create more of that. And that's what the Magician wants you to know. This is going to be one of the hardest tasks to work on, is how to conquer your fear. Because whatever you resist persists. Whatever you fear still shows up in your reality. Just because you're scared of it doesn't keep it at bay. It presents itself to you. My advice to the feminines that are in the energy of fear or doubt is that what you want? Do you want the outcome to be what your fear is? Because if that's not the outcome you're looking for, if that's not the outcome you want, I'm asking you to either A, put aside the outcome altogether, or B, conquer your fear. It's very hard when the past presents the evidence and everything that is real to you is what you've already seen, what you've already expected, what you've already had proof of. You know, it's easy to believe in something when you have evidence. It's really hard to believe in something when you don't have any evidence. And that's faith. That's the Fool card. Take a risk. Take a leap of faith. Be courageous. Sometimes you have to face that dragon in the dark. And when you are facing a fear, thinking 5 of Cups, my happiness, my joy, my 1-7, my twin flame, my divine soulmate is not going to stand up in courageous energy and come forward for us. This person's just not strong enough. This person's too weak. This person has too many things against them. When you believe that, you're giving more fuel to that fire, and it's staying lit. When you switch the energy around and you say anything's possible, truly, anything is possible. They could turn around tomorrow. There could be an amazing event that happens. There could be a realization. There could be an eye-opening moment of truth. There could be a revelation. There could be a tower. There could be a change of heart. Those are possible. They are. But if you don't believe they're possible, then that's your result. And the Magician says, as within, so without. As above in your thoughts, so below on this earth. Your thoughts are always connecting higher to a 5D. They're always connecting to a higher self-consciousness. And the reality is always low. It's low vibe. It's here in 3D. So thoughts become things. So releasing attachment is happening here for the feminine. A woman releases powerful dogs that have been dragging her along. The dogs have been pulling her in different directions and holding her back from the inviting, appealing options that she has so longed to experience. In order to enter these enticing adventures, she is choosing to free herself from old impediments, and she now has the power to free herself, and so do you as well. There's something in your life that you are ready to let go of. It could be a job. It could be a relationship. It could be a place that you live, a location. It could even be just a friendship or some connection or even some kind of a project that you started that just doesn't suit you anymore. And whether or not there's an external situation that you need to release, there's likely to be an internal pattern that must be shed in order to achieve the happiness and the outcomes you desire. Look within your heart, feminine. Are you plagued by critical or worrisome thought patterns? Perhaps an unhealthy or maybe even addictive behavior? If so, it's time to know that you've engaged in some major self-sabotaging energy. But this is a vibration you can change. And it's time to muster up the discipline you need to let go and free yourself from the inner and outer beasts that have been dragging you down and open your life for the unencumbered destiny that you deserve. So I like that. I bet you all like that too. I'm going to read the realization card here. With realization and self-awareness comes this reality check. Knowledge is power. Self-examination of a role within a situation is important. As we move into an early waxing cycle, light begins to shine upon the shadows, illuminating what is. This is the beginning of a powerful process. Realization is when we decide to really examine our lives with that assessment card as earlier, without fear or favor. It can be hard. This is no doubt an act of courage, truly sixth house Virgo vibrations. Yet without self-awareness and the will to act upon these realizations, whether we perceive them as negative or positive, we do not get to change and grow. The realization that we have is a pattern, a bad habit or behavior or thought process, just something that's causing us pain in a powerful position. And even though we may feel worry and pain around this discovery, we can at least take personal responsibility to change our situation. Since we know our current position, knowing ourselves more completely enables us to accept ourselves more readily and dare to love exactly who we really are. So I love that. And the number 3 is about healing, and you did get the Fix-It Angel, just saying. Yeah.
The cat and the penalized game.
Turn it down, please. I told you while I'm in here.
Mom, the cat that's playing the game is actually saying that game is good.
Okay. Shh.
Cat likes it. Wait, you stop.
Thank you, Eureka Rollins, for the $9.99. I appreciate that very, very much. Thank you. Okay. The first of the mental cards signifies the new beginning. Okay, this is triumphant success, Ace of Swords. By utilizing your strength, the potential for you to reign triumphant in many areas of your life are here. In traditional tarot, this card represents the Ace of Swords, and since the sword is a double-edged, it can cut through all barriers that hold you back, if it's done constructively and with precision. Remember that there's another side to the blade, and if you rash or use it in a destructive way, it could be harmful to yourself and others. Always pause and think before you act. This card is a reminder to vanquish negative thoughts from your mind, strengthen and tap into your mental powers, and use clarity with control in order to initiate new ways of thinking. Oops. So, Divine Feminines, we're almost done with this little message part. You have positive thoughts and then you have negative thoughts. You have hope and it looks like you're going to have success. The Sun and the Ace of Swords both speak about triumph and a win and major success. With the Magician, it's up to you. This is your manifestation. It's your creation. It's what you want it to be. You're realizing that your powers are your thoughts control your experiences. Your thoughts and your feelings, by the way, they control your outcomes. And it's all about perceiving things, right? Remember earlier we had the one awareness card, Magician, earlier. And I was like, it's about perspective. If you're perceiving this relationship as a loss, then you're feeling like it's a loss. If you perceive this relationship as a win, you're going to start experiencing wins. This is all perception. Example, there's a girl, just example. She loves a guy. They loved each other so much when they were first together. Then they had a breakup. It's been very difficult since then. And she's had to go within. She's searched her journey. She's awoken spiritually. She's found herself on a path of awakening. She's so much better for it. She came from poverty, now she's wealthy. She came from frustration, now she's wise. She's grown quite a bit and still growing. She's in a better position in life, a better position in her career, a better position in her home life, a better position in her friend life, a better position in her spirituality. But at this time, she's currently separated from the one she loves. So she sees this as a fail. She sees it as, I tried and tried and tried again and never succeeded. I never was able to bring together the 10 of Cups and the Sun, no matter what I did. No matter how hard I tried to bring us together in union and live happily in our new creation, it was very unsuccessful. She could view it that way, and it would be a loss. Or she could view it this way. I met this guy. I fell in love. It was beautiful. It was the most passionate relationship I've ever had. It failed us in the middle of our passion. We fell apart. We separated. It was terrible. It was painful. I decided to go on this journey and grow and change. I grew in my career. I grew spiritually. I grew mentally. I grew financially. I grew in my relationships. I was successful. I went from a lower area of life to a higher area of life. I feel excelled with intelligence, excelled in spirituality, excelled in career, excelled in family. Yeah, there's one particular area of life that has not yet come together. But I know it will when the time is right and if it is right for me. If it is right for me to have 10 of Cups and happiness with a masculine, then so be it. Then blessed be, it is done and it is so. And it will be because it already is in my heart. I'm at union with self. So I'm at union with this person even in our separation. This separation is merely a deeper look into union individually. When the time is right for us to be back together physically, that will be so. But we are still in union, and I am super happy and super successful. This is a win. We are winning. We are definitely in union. We are successful. We are mastering our soul path. We are happy. See, it's all about perspective. And those are just examples. So you have that choice today to look at your situation with new eyes, new perspective, and speak good things onto your life and feed it, nourish it like the sun. Nourish, nourish, nourish. Grow, grow, grow. Heal, heal, heal. Manifest. Or you have the power to kill the seed. The power lies within the magician, and it's been self since the beginning of your reading. So the power lies within self. You either choose to believe you're in union right now, and you are, and it will be so, and it is done, and it is, or it is not. and it won't be done. And it is so. The power of your thoughts are important. And for you to master the power of your thoughts takes a strong person. It takes someone with strong mental health, strong physical and emotional health, so that being can overcome the Five of Cups and stop staring at spilled milk and stop staring at the Three of Cups that fell and start looking and staring at the Two of Cups that is still standing. That is the realization that you must come to, if that is what you want. It's never too late. But this is the person you love, and this is the situation in which exists in your reality at this time. Let's go ahead and get some cards here on what will be. Okay, now that we've figured out who you love, again, the signs are a lot of 1/7s. Leo popped up, and then we had Gemini and Sag. And then we had Aries and Libra. Okay, those are the ones that popped up. I also feel Virgo was there too. Okay? So that's what I was really feeling. You done? Okay. I think you should keep doing more, don't you? A lot of catching up to do. Okay, take a break. All right, love you. Okay. Ooh, 144 when I looked up a second ago. Okay. What is the future outcome, please, for the Divine Feminine and her masculine? What is the future outcome? What is the possibility? What do you see coming? Passion wanted to pop out, but it didn't fully pop out. What is the future outcome? Mom, 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 mom.
Why did you say that?
Because you're saying it. Well, I got 3. I can't separate them, so. Okay, let me just put it over.
That's what Shoki's going.
Ah, okay. Sorry. Okay, so we had 3 pop out, which is good, and then we had some down here, which we'll get to 3 under this, and then the 3 here. Oh, which by the way, 3, 3, 3, right? Still on a 3 momentum. Yeah, so we keep getting 3s. Just keep that in mind. This is healing, recovering, and it's manifesting, it's creating, it's going to be birthed. It's not birthed yet, but it will be. But remember, passion wanted to come out, okay? So what the outcome is for the Divine Feminine and her or his masculine, we have you deserve love. You are lovable, which is super Sag, okay? Keep hitting that mark. Keep shooting for that goal. Keep saying, I deserve to be happy. I deserve love. I deserve all of this to happen. I deserve for it to come into fruition. I deserve my 1/7 union, my soulmate vibration to be physical. I deserve it. I'm lovable. I'm beautiful. I'm smart. I'm wise. I'm together. I'm great. You deserve it. Keep speaking that. Then we have free yourself. It's time to take control of your life. Take back control of your life. Again, more Sag, right? Getting away from barriers and borders. What I feel for this free yourself is letting go. Because for the feminine, there was a time where you handed over your power and said, masculine, it's up to you, my happiness. It's up to you, our union. It's your choice. I'm here, I'm waiting, I'm alone, I'm 5 of Cups. I'm unhappy. And it's up to you to change that. You can come in and make us joyful. You can come in and put us in union. You can come in and make us happy. You can come in whenever you're ready. I'm here. But that's bullshit. Remember earlier we were just talking about speaking success like it's already here. I am in union. I am happy. I am successful. This is such success and joy. But see, when you choose to look at the negative, it's not. And then what is your result? Well, it's a negative. So this is about you deserve love, taking back your power, freeing yourself from waiting in a cage for this person to come back into your presence. You're no longer going to lock yourself up under lock and key and wait for your masculine to come and rescue you like a princess from the tower. You're going to be Fiona. You're going to rescue yourself from the tower. Even though Shrek did it, just go with me. But this is that kind of an energy, okay? Freeing myself, freeing yourself from being locked up, not waiting for the masculine to free you. No more. You're freeing yourself. Next, we have that kind of action of freeing yourself, loving yourself, and being happy with yourself. And I see her as being really happy. She looks at peace. Look at her eyes. She is at peace. She's just chill, vibe, zen, peaceful, positive, and powerful, just so relaxed. She's not carrying heavy burdens. Okay? She's just, she's in a good vibe. And then this angel behind her, calling in your soulmate. The angel, I feel, is Archangel Raphael. And he's backing her up. He's giving her more power to call in the masculine, calling in the soulmate. So when you are in the right state of mind and the right vibrations, look at that 144 again, then your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you two together. So that is kind of the answer about where this relationship is taking you. You're calling in your soulmate by saying you deserve love, by freeing yourself from leaving it up to them, by you taking the reins, by you letting go of the resistance and saying, go. I'm already in union. I'm already happy. I'm already successful. I don't know what you think I'm waiting around for. I'm already living life. That's the magician. He's magic. He's a wizard. Okay? We have a magician here that has what it takes to create whatever he wants. Whatever he wants. It's beautiful. A lot of high momentum coming in. That's the realization. Let's go ahead and get 3 under this one. We have soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate, guys. The one that you're thinking of today, this masculine, confirmation, yes. This is your soulmate. This is the one. Furthering that confirmation is true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Wow. This is the real deal. No joke. Underneath that is honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of the holiday together. So good times are on the horizon. I like to think of this boat as the 6 of Swords. I like to think of it as leaving tumultuous, troubled waters in for smooth, relaxing, happy waters, a resolution to your problems, and a meeting of the minds, a meeting of the heart, and a mending of the bridge. So mending a bridge between the two of you, which is a healing. And we do have the 3 threes. It's been all about this reading. I'll leave this one here at the bottom. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment, which I believe it is. Under that past life relationship, you have known each other before. Of course you have. Of course you have. Okay, so this is who you love, and this is what's coming up for you guys. A reunion and a reconciliation. Let's just get one more message from the higher knowing for the both of you. What does your higher self want to tell you? How about that? Where's my other card?
Who knows?
Here it is.
Well, I love you.
I love you too. Oop. I'm learning my path. Progress finally. Look at that, guys. That's a message from your higher self. Your higher self is saying you're learning. Don't worry about getting everything right. Don't worry if you weren't right last week. You're learning your path every day, today and tomorrow and the next day. It's constant. It's about being that student of the universe. There's no beating yourself up here. And look at this. You're making progress finally. Believe it or not. And it's not what you think. Okay? You think this is the worst case scenario. It's not. It's not what you think. Okay? You are making progress finally. And I just mentioned this yesterday from that movie, What Dreams May Come. And his wife said, sometimes when you win, you lose. What does that mean? Sometimes when you win, you lose. Sometimes when you win an argument, you lose a person. Sometimes when you win a selfishness, you lose a companionship. You know, sometimes when you win on some level of success, you lose friends, you know? There's always a trade-off, right? Sometimes when you win, you lose. But, ooh, and here comes the goosebumps. Sometimes,
Like goosebumps.
goosebumps on my arms. Sometimes when you lose someone, you win. And the crowd goes wild, because that's the truth. Sometimes when you let go and when you lose, and you feel like you've lost someone, you win. Aww, tears, 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 tears. Sometimes, yes, you are going to lose by walking away and freeing yourself from this person, and then, poof, you win. That might just be the ticket, the golden ticket. That may just be the energy that's been missing for a win, a realization, a coming to the truth, an acknowledgement, and an action, paying attention and assessing, and poof, the win. Right? No more resistance. No more resistance, guys. Don't resist this path. Don't resist this lesson. Don't resist letting go. Trust. Just like the Fool card. Leap of faith. It's scary as hell, but you gotta trust it. You should. You just should. Okay? All right, so that is the message for what's coming up in the situation. Let me make some room. Okay? I'm going to get a message from your DM because y'all always want one. Girl, where's my message from my DM? Okay? Male or female? Spirit, please give me a message from the Divine Masculine. All right. Give me a message from the Divine Masculine, please. Give me a message for the Feminine as we turn this chapter and we go into career and spirituality. Just give me a message from the DM. Oh my gosh, guys. I just freaking shuffled. Literally, you heard me. I know you couldn't see it, but you heard me. It was a really good shuffle, too. Would you ever be able to forgive all my mistakes? And could you ever truly trust me? What shocks me is that's what was sitting there this whole time. We already pulled this card. Excuse me. So it's just a confirmation that that is exactly what your person is thinking and feeling about you. Okay? They are curious and they are wondering, is this a possibility? As they're trying to open up doors and broaden their horizon on you two, you're trying to close the door. Because when one door closes, one door opens. And as you stop trying to drag your masculine through this door with you, and you let go, and you walk through the door, it's as if this door closes for them. And then they have a choice to follow and go through the door that's open, which is leading to you. Okay, so they're learning to follow as you're learning to let go. And the resistance will quit. Bottom of the deck, I feel the love you send to me, Divine Feminine. I feel it every day, every night we dream. And thank you for always forgiving me when my ego acts up and I'm a stupid idiot or rude and crude, whatever it is. I do love you so much. And I'm just so thankful that you have a big enough heart and love and understanding for me to forgive me. Okay, so your masculine is very into the energy of, I'm sorry. And then there's a level of forgiveness. Okay? So your masculine is also in a 5 of Cups vibration, which is a lot of regrets, a lot of guilt, a lot of remorse, a lot of shame, a lot of unhappiness. Okay? And this person understands there's been trials, tribulations, and troubles, but it's all part of the path. So no hate, no stress, no anger. Remember, we're going to leave on this note. Remember, I'm happy. I'm successful. This is a win. We're right where we should be. We are exactly where we should be. This moment, this day, this energy, this letting go, everything perfectly timed. We're exactly where we need to be. And we are in union. Why? Because I love him and she loves me. Or she loves me and I love him, vice versa, however that goes for you. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter about the physical. You're already in spiritual union. That is what's going to create all of this happy sun energy. Okay? All right, so that is who you love, my dears. Oh, shoot. I do need to get into what is their current situation, just a few cards at least, so you guys can know what they're going through, so you can have some sense of understanding, and then we'll move on to your career and spirituality, okay? Because that's all part of who you love. We kind of still have to know what's going on with who you love, just to kind of put the final nail into this photo here on the wall. We've got to really build this picture up. So what's going on with this person that you love? What's going on with the masculine? I'll put this here so you guys know what's going on. Okay, what's going on in the masculine's energy right now? Spirit, please guide and direct me for the masculine energy. What is going on in their environment and in their current situation? Show me the masculine's current situation. Okay, show me the masculine's current situation. Holy poop. Holy poop. First of all, he pops out a 3rd time today. Hello, Mr. Magician. How many more times are we going to see ya? He says all day. You're going to see me all day. That's all I have to say. All day. I'm all up in the business. Gemini, Virgo. Okay? Now we have Scorpio here, 5 of Cups. We just had that a second ago also. Yeah, I had to say holy poop, guys, because I have a little one around. So y'all know what I mean. Judgment. Ooh, Nelly, hold your horses. Hold your horses. This is the number 20 right before the World card. We have to reassess. And remember, the Divine Feminine was getting reassessment. So we have to reassess, masculine, everything that's happened in the past, all the deeds that were done, all the words that were said, all the actions that were made. Okay, you have to reassess where you're at, just like the feminine, to figure out where you're going. But there is something about we have to go back to the past before we can revisit where we're at and before we can move on in the future. The past must be looked at. So there's a reviewing of the past, and the masculine is looking back, reminiscing, looking at the past. And we have, 10, 10 makes 20. Then we have another 10. So 10, 10, 10, 3 tens, still in the energy of the number 10, the Wheel of Fortune. This is about movement forward. It's about divine timing, and it's about very beautiful change. And this is upright, so it's a beautiful change. This would be no change. We're stuck in the past, but we're moving forward. So we have a masculine that is reviewing the past and wanting to move forward. And then we have the 9 of Spears, which is a 9 of Wands. And this represents the wounded warrior who builds up walls and says, I'm wounded and I'm hurt. We have someone very defensive. Okay, there's barriers, obstacles, trials and tribulations. We have to keep going. It's not over yet. So the Wheel of Fortune does herald change, and it does herald a new beginning, but not a brand new beginning. This is more of a new beginning in the same story. It's like turning the page. We ended a chapter, but we're still reading the same book. Masculine. It's not over with the divine feminine. There is a past full of regrets, remorse, and guilt. It's not over. 3 under that is the moon, which is Cancerian vibes. And it does represent feelings and emotions, things hidden under the surface, rising up. But it also represents hidden feelings and emotions and secrets. And then we have 3 of Cups, which is reconciliation. And it's rejoice. And it's happy times, good times. And all in all, what makes you happy is the feminine. What catches my eye is the divine feminine got the Sun card, which represents you, masculine. The masculine energy is the sun, the father, the emperor. Now we have the moon, which represents the divine feminine, okay? The mother. And it represents the empress kind of vibration. So we have this beautiful 1-7 connection again. The sun and the moon are always supposed to be 1-7, polar opposites, but divine partners. 3 of Cups is there's too many your environment, there's too many people. You have too many friends, maybe too many relationships going on that need to die because we have death. So I think you need to end some friendships and you need to end a relationship because that's the change that's needed so you can move forward with your divine feminine. Okay. Which, you know, for the feminines watching, this is of no surprise to you. You already knew about the friends and the family and the circles that they run with. You already knew about third parties if there was any. You already knew about all of that. So most of that is not a surprise. Just know that the same way you are bringing on the magician energy, so is your masculine. Your masculine is also in the energy of manifestation. So you are both creating a brand new reality for each other. And let me check my phone. Okay. All right. So what's going on with your masculine is a lot of defensiveness about the change. But the masculine is also very, very astutely aware that the past must be fixed. The card that comes out is, again, I'm learning my path and feeling overwhelmed, divine feminine. Bottom of the deck is just done. I don't know if you guys could hear my clock chime, but it is chiming. Divine timing, just done. Masculine is overwhelmed with the 9 of Spears, the 9 of Wands, ready to give up. Okay, he's absolutely, or she is absolutely ready to throw in the towel. But they've got to keep going. So they're really in this energy of reassessment, reevaluation, looking inside their feelings, looking inside their heart. Things that are changing for them, which this is the change with the Wheel of Fortune. I'm starting to look back at my patterns. I'm starting to look back at my choices. I'm starting to look back at how I've been feeling, the situation I find myself in. I'm starting to look at my difficult situation and learning I want something different. I want something else. Okay? Current situation for the masculine is deserving in reverse and the loving man in reverse, which really heralds the ending of a relationship, okay? And them not feeling like they're a loving man or a loving woman with a loving man. They feel like this is not the situation I want to be in. So believe it or not, look at this. This is tender-hearted masculine energy, and we are reading the masculine. So the masculine themselves, male or female, is not feeling happy in their current situation, because it says here in reversed, when the loving man is reversed, there is an energy of loss or desires unmet. You may be longing for a relationship to take shape with someone you already know, which is the feminine. Or you may be hoping to soon meet the love of your life. Everything seems to be stalling, and time feels like it's slipping away, which is the 9 of Wands. I feel like time is slipping away. There may also be some distance between you and another person. This could be in an emotional sense, such as feeling dismissed by someone important to you, even if it's not a romantic someone. But it could also be a physical separation from the divine feminine. But it could also be a physical separation with a karmic partner. While this situation may not feel like it is in your best interest right now, you'll find it is actually freeing for you. It is important to maintain your balance and take loving care of yourself. Open your heart to seeing the opportunity and adventure ahead, even as, get this, you're letting go of the past. See, both of you are in this vibration currently right now, letting go. Remember what the consciousness of love creates. Oh, that's the magician. The consciousness of love creates. Think about the way you want to be treated and set a strong intention to do and say loving things to yourself. This will open the reward of a beautiful road and path, and it will help you shorten the distance between you and the tender-hearted love to come. Aww. So for the masculine, their current energy is definitely the separation of a current situation, okay? So this is something that has recently happened with the Wheel of Fortune. There's been a change. And if they have been in a relationship, that has currently ended, okay? And also in regards to the two of you guys, there's a looking back on the past and feeling very defensive about it, seeing how far you guys have come and how difficult it's been, and saying, well, I want this to change. So the magician is about creating a new start for the both of you. They are overwhelmed and tired because for them, it's like never catching their breath. They're in a relationship with you, then they're in a relationship with somebody else, and then they're like constantly underwater, rising up to gasp for air, like, and then they got to go back underwater again and deal with it. And so they're feeling overwhelmed just as the feminine. But it's almost over, okay? They are creating a new day. You guys are clearing old energy, which is an old pattern, okay? So let's go ahead and see what this magician wants to create for your masculine. Masculine, what are you trying to create? Show me the magician. Show me the cup the masculine is trying to recreate. Okay, so that one wants to come out. True love, and this one. Ooh, pay attention to the red flags in reverse. The Magician is starting to pay attention. The signs are cautioning you, okay? So the masculine had not been paying attention to spirit, okay? There was spirit always trying to tell the masculine information about the spiritual path and the connection between the two of you, but he wasn't always listening. There could be some Asian descent that, maybe connects the dots here, or possibly like an Asian spirit guide, beautiful spirit guide. The masculine is also creating trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. So the cup the Magician is trying to create is to trust the universe, to trust the powers of above, and to distrust in Cupid's arrows, that 8 of Wands. Then we have true love. This is a romance of a lifetime. So your masculine is looking for new love, the Ace of Cups, and certainly learning to trust the universe more on where that guides him or her. So that's what's happening. That's what's up. All right, feminine. I think it's been very good so far, don't you? I think it's been good. Okay, so now we're going to get some cards for what's happening in your career and spiritually. I really feel like for both of you, this I love myself is this new relationship you guys are getting into. You guys are getting into a new relationship with yourself, and it's about time, because you've both been very distracted by partners, okay? Okay. Please show me the Divine Feminine's career. Show me this prediction of what's to come. Show me this Divine's feminine career. Hey, if a card comes up right, I have to take it, y'all. Show me the Divine Feminine's career. Okay. All right, so we are on a 5 and 6 vibration, which is change and stabilization and harmony. 8 of Coins, bottom of the deck, overall, underall energy, dedication, focus, honesty, hard work, routine. Whoops, yeah, and there's the Tower. So you guys are getting into a new routine. There's a tower that happened in your life and it was destructive as far as career. Now you're getting back on the horse. The tower could have been COVID, or it could have been financial ups and downs and hardships, but whatever it was, it's getting you back on track right now, okay? So we have the World card that came up right. We have the 6 of Coins that came up right. And we have the 8 of Cups that came up right. So let's get more into this. Okay. We have the 5 of Cups. And we have the Hermit. Virgo vibes. Virgo, Virgo. Scorpio, Scorpio. Pisces. Virgo again. So you may have a Virgo or a Pisces in the 10th house, or somewhat this energy is like making an influence on your career right now. You guys are overcoming a hardship at work and career. You guys were really sad and in pain and suffering and having a hard time in your relationships, which put pressure on your career. Okay, it made it harder for you to focus on your job because your emotions were all over the place. Because, love actually played a part in making money as well for you, because it influenced your career in some way. So your emotions actually had a lot to do with your career and how it influenced it. We also have a lot of depression and sadness. And then with the 8 of Cups, You walked away from depression and sadness. There was a period at work and career where you just were in a slump. You were in a no-go zone. You were in a writer's block, or you were in a stalemate, or you were in a position where your career just wasn't moving forward. You felt very, stuck and unable to get ahead or rise. But with the Hermit card, it looks like you went out on your own. You went out and started a business out on your own, or you went out and got extra money on the side on your own, or you just reflected about your business, reflected inside about what was going on with work and career. And then you have the Six of Coins. Being recognized, getting what you deserve, getting good karma, getting a gift. Somebody's going to be offering you help. So we have this man that's offering this woman a coin. Probably asking her for sex in Game of Thrones, but we're going to disregard that actual image and look and focus on a man giving someone a coin, which is about giving a gift. So you're going to be getting more clients. You're going to be getting more service. You're going to be getting an increase or a raise in your wage. You're going to be making more money fairly. And Saturn, who is in Capricorn, will bless your career, your job, and your finances, as long as you put in the work with 8 of Coins. As long as you work hard every day, you put in those hours, you get restructure, you create routine, you do the same thing every day. You show Saturn that you are dedicated, you're loyal, you're a hard worker. And finally, there's an end to the hardship. So for the predictions for career, I see a growth financially and just a raise if you work for someone else. This is not something that comes like a gift, like a star card. This is more something you earned. You worked really hard. I also see you guys having a lot of international clients. So there is some energy about working internationally, all across the world. I don't know what you're getting into here, but there's definitely, you're going to be working with people that are very different from you and working different hours. I see that you're going to be connecting with people from all different walks of life, all different places. And the world is completion. And the world is achievement. It's a finishing and it's an achievement. So I feel like whatever you've been working so hard for, and even though you went through a lot of ups and downs, you finally get the reward. You finally get achievement. Spirit, please guide me and direct me for the career, for the Divine Feminine. Give me a prediction about what's to come. Ooh, joyous fun.
Mom?
Yeah.
Making a mess that I made in the living room again is my boat. Because I'm making my own Jaws movie.
Oh.
And I made a mess. The whole boat's big and I made a mess.
Well, it's very simple to clean up. Just put it in a box.
No, it's a big thing.
Okay, well, I'll help you.
Well, I'm still playing in the boat.
Okay.
And also, what was the black phone that was in here?
It's right here. Can you take it out there, please, so I don't have to hear it?
Oh, what?
Okay. And can you give me some more tea, please?
How?
From the squisher thingy in the fridge?
I don't know how to do that.
Okay. It's all right. You're too short anyways.
Mhm.
Okay. It's funny, we're talking about working career, and then Matthew comes in talking about making a movie, like he's a director. And then I offered to give him help. He said, I made a big mess and, you know, it's really hard. And I said, well, I'll come in and help you. I think that is an omen or a sign of a prediction about your business. You're going to have a more childlike feel when you're working, and people are going to come in and offer to help you. So I do think you're about to get divine assistance with the Six of Coins. Get prepared for help. You're going to be getting help with your career, whether it's money. Maybe someone's going to help you with an investment. Maybe someone's going to help you with setting up a business. Maybe someone's going to help you with your job to get you promoted or started in something big. But with the World card, I do see you as being very important, and I do see you as having great success and accomplishments. And I feel like you've really been going within and getting organized. You know, with the Hermit card, it does herald Virgo energy, which is very 6th house. And I think I did mention the 6th house earlier, being activated. And this is, again, about reassessing. It's about getting organized, and that is the 8 of Coins as well, and just being focused and getting in a new routine. So I feel like you're tired of the struggles, and now you're about to get some reward. This is the number 7, which is divine spiritual teaching, divine spiritual inspiration, and divine spiritual assistance. And the fact that it says joy is fun reminds me very much of the Sun card, which is your dreams and your visions and your desires come true. This is wish fulfillment because it's success, literally the word success with the Sun card in all your endeavors. So when it comes to career, I do think you're going to have a success. You're going to have a win. So I'm going to read this. Okay, so what's weird, and I want to mention this because it's worth mentioning. I pulled up to this card when I first opened. It's the number 7, and it's consciousness, and it's victim mentality. And the card I meant to pull was number 7, energy, joy is fun, happiness every day. Bottom of the deck was 7 of consciousness, victim mentality. So I see a 7, and then I see the 7. Okay, and 7-7 is luck. And in Vedic astrology, 7s really represent an ending because Saturn is 7th from the sun, and it represents death and an ending. So Saturn is the karmic planet, and he brings the endings and the beginnings. So I do feel with the World card, yeah, there's definitely a spiritual ending and a rebirth here to a newness. So I feel like I want to read both, but here's how I want to read them. Oh, and look at that, 177 people when I looked just a second ago. Now it's 176, now it's 178, but I did see 177 on the top. So believe me, that's definitely the truth. Bottom of the deck is the past, about business and career. Okay, so I'm going to read this as far as it being in the past. It's no longer in existence today. Taking back your power. A man is hunched in a corner with a rope tied around one wrist. The other end of the rope is tied to a bedpost. Next to him is a picture of a waterfall, with the water flowing out of the picture, splashing around him. Though the water represents his spirit, trying to lift him up, the man feels hopeless, resigned to his situation, even though he has the freedom to untie the rope and leave. You may have a victim consciousness about a situation you're in, or about your life in general. Although you've been feeling powerless and unable to direct your destiny, you are like the man in this card, or at least you were. And you now have the power to untie yourself, to take action, move on, and stand up. There's something so disabling about the victim mentality. It can create paralysis, and it will lack in a great attitude that is needed for positivity and movement. This is about a power-hungry person trying to control your life possibly, or you may even be that person. Your mindset may have also been sourced from a story in the past when your power was stripped away from you. I have to stop right there because that makes sense. Because you lost control of your relationship, you felt you lost control of your career. And even in addition to that, because of coronavirus and how the world just stopped pretty much for a lot of people, you may have felt you lost control of career because the way the world was in also. And you felt like, I'm stuck. What can I do? How can I grow? How can I be successful? How can I move forward? And this is about some people with the world card in career, leaving an old job that doesn't pay you very good, moving into a career that acknowledges your worth and wants to pay you fairly. For some people, for the Divine Feminines, you are going to be getting into a new career in September or October that is going to pay you fairly. And you may be leaving your job in August. Okay? Possibly between May and August. 5 of Cups, 8 of Cups. You may be leaving a job. But in September, October, you will be getting a new career. For some people, that is your story. For other people, your story is you've changed, come out of the slums, got your power back, ended this cycle of letting your fear and your energy of feeling like you lost your power. You've conquered that. You've gone within on the hermit journey, and you've got your power back. 8 of Coins. 8, 8. And now you're able to conquer your career with a consciousness of a positive attitude, your head screwed on straight and facing forward, confidence, momentum, and drive. Okay, these are things you were lacking before. Either way, you must untie yourself from a negative pattern, and you have. And you've opened yourself up to the strength of your spirit. Now spirit is directing you, but by allowing you to direct your own life like the magician. Even if you've had this powerless view for a long time, you finally stood up for yourself. So you got out of a victim mentality as far as your career. And there's a lot of factors to why that happened. But the point is, you got out of a funk. You buckled down, you completed that cycle, and now you're ready to start earning and focusing on work and working with people all over the world and creating momentum in your job and doing a good job and getting paid fairly. So now money is coming back into your life where you felt despair. Now you're going to be happy and joyous. So now we're going to read the joyous fun, because this is the prediction about what's coming up in your life. Okay. An excited family gets ready to enter a light-filled amusement park, signaling the increase of joy and energy into your life. It could be as simple as a happy vacation coming up. And I think for a lot of you, you're working hard for a vacation or you've earned a vacation. Perhaps a lighthearted friendship or new relationship will enter your life. You may be engaging in an interesting pursuit. And holy crap, we've been talking about 7s. Look at the page number, 77. So as far as career, if you're seeing 7s, you're being divinely guided. And things are going to look up, 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 up in career. If you're seeing 7s, I think that's a very good sign. It's going to bring you a sense of happiness into your daily life. You're going to start to love to work. You're going to start loving your job, your career. When you choose to have some fun with your job, and bliss will expand, joy will expand, and money will grow. Getting into something that you enjoy will open up your heart to all the other joys that there are in this life. Having this innocent state of mind about loving what you do makes work feel like a fun vacation, a chance to get away from home, a chance to get away from family, and a chance to be creative and dive into what makes you feel alive. If you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. So join that dance group, choir, tennis league, or whatever fun thing you've been thinking about. Okay, this is about a work though, so get into this new creative energy at work. It's going to make you feel happy. Choose the increase. Choose happiness in your environment and all your attitude. Each day is yours, and you get to create whatever you want. Find and embrace that joy that's available to you now at work, and wonderful new adventures and more money are sure to come your way. So yeah, I see a prediction here that for the feminine, you're going to be really enjoying what you do. Wherever you work, okay, wherever you choose to work, it feels good for you. And that is where you want to be. 8 of Coins. That's where you're going to be putting your time and energy. Loving your job. All right. So this is all turning around for you. Okay, let's see what's going on with you spiritually. Spirit, what's going on with the divine feminine spiritually? What's going on with the divine feminine spiritually? Show me the divine feminine spiritual journey. So we have Knight of Spears. Oh my God, I knew it. This is what, the 4th time? The 4th time today that the Magician pops up. The Hierophant, the 6 of Spears, and another Knight, bottom of the deck, of Cups. Woohoo! This is really good for spirituality. Man, that Magician won't leave us alone, though. I'm like, hello, what's up? What is up, Magician? Like, you are just everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. So the Magician is really your spiritual manifestation. That's what he really has represented throughout the divine feminine reading. You are creating your own environment, your own experience. Oh my gosh, this is freaking awesome. I want to read it from this book because I don't think I ever have, and it's kind of fun. And I'm excited because we've gotten it so much. I just want to read about the Magician. Number 1, Major Arcana, the very beginning, right after the Fool. Okay. So in this deck, key meanings represent success, willpower, messages, manifesting, inspiration, diplomacy. This is the Spy Master Peter. Little Finger. Baelish is the Magician, manipulating others to his will. He wears rings on both little fingers, signifying Mercury, planet of communication. On the red screen behind him is the lemniscus, or infinity symbol, plus the 4 suit symbols of the sword, represented by the cat's paw, a dagger of the Valerian steel, and as number 1, the Magician stands for the individual and the ego and the I, self. Littlefinger incites war and commits murder to create chaos. His ladder to power. He feigns powerless to get people to trust him. But as Lord Varys says, Littlefinger is one of the most dangerous men in Westeros. An arch manipulator, driven to succeed while others suffer the impact of his lies. He reflects both the upright and reversed meanings of the Tarot Magician. But upright, it's about action, ideas, and energy, major manifestation and creation. The plot. It's time for inventiveness, expansive thinking, and new directions. So this card often shows up as new work, relationships, and business startups, and other successful creative ventures. At the spiritual level, You connect with your higher self or a true purpose, Divine Feminine. If you're waiting for good news, this card tells you that today you will soon have the information that you need. The additional meaning for this card is significant journeys moving forward. And it also represents moving home. So you're getting back to self, feminine. I mean, this whole thing, we saw it with the Eight of Cups. We saw it with the letting go. Divine Feminine, spiritually, you are getting back to self, period. You are kind of cutting cords and strings of attachments, okay? Attachments to victim mentality, attachments to worry, attachments to fear, attachments to negative thinking, because don't forget we have that Ace of Swords. Attachments to making less and struggles, okay? All of those little burdens, big burdens actually, you are cutting them clear. And it's because you're empowering yourself. So when you have drive in your soul, in your spirit, and you tell yourself, I am victorious, damn right I am. I am an overcomer. I am successful. Holy shit, I am successful. When you focus your energies on your purpose and you get to know yourself even more, hello, you're a winner. And what I really feel for the Divine Feminine is I want to get to know me. I spent a lot of time trying to get to know other people, to understand their path, to understand the masculine's path, the masculine's healing, the masculine's roots, the energy of our relationship, our connection. It was always our, we, us, them, everyone. But today, and moving forward into 2022, the Divine Feminine says I, me, self. That's the empowerment. You don't want to lean on anyone. You just want to be able to stand on your own 2 feet. You don't want to have to ask anyone. You want to be free and independent of that. You want to be a leader, a guide, a teacher. You want to take action in your dreams and in your spiritual success as a soul on this planet. So spiritually speaking, for you on this journey, we have the Hierophant, which, by the way, is a spiritual teacher. Knight of Spears, which is a passionate, fast momentum, quickly moving forward into the Magician. So we have a spiritual person moving fast into self-manifestation and realization. And then we have victory and success with Six of Spears. Hello, I won. I achieved. I came. I saw. I won. I overcame everything difficult. And then you have the Knight of Cups. I'm going to continue to achieve. I'm going to continue to move quickly and seek out my spiritual purpose and my spiritual peace and my spiritual well-knowing. I'm going to know who I am. That's the Knight of Cups. Under that is the Page of Swords. I'm a student and I'm happy being a student because the more I learn, the more I will be able to teach. This is a teacher-student energy vibration, which, again, Gemini, hello. But Gemini, Sag just keeps coming up. We also have Scorpio, Taurus, 1/7s. So now we've got death. You've transformed yourself. But what did you transform yourself into on this spiritual journey? Who are you now spiritually, Divine Feminine? None other than the Queen of Swords. Smart, wise, intelligent, fully transformed. You are a new being. No longer fucked with. No longer toyed with. No longer ignorant. Ignorance was bliss. Now you know better. And sometimes that's painful, but it's better than not knowing. You are now wise and able. You come from a place of truth. You also come from a place of pain. Again, been there, done that, seen that, felt that, heard that. This is someone that has definitely experienced the weight of the world. But you stand in your power now. That's your transformation. Okay? And again, Queen of Swords is all about self. Give me a message from the Queen of the Moon Oracle spiritually for the Divine Feminine. Show me this Queen of the Moon Oracle's message. Show me the Divine Feminine in this transformation with death of self and rebirth to the Queen of Swords. Show me the Divine Feminine. Wow. Earlier, we saw the path, and look what wanted to pop out, beginnings. And I saw restriction. Oh no, there it is, resistance. You started out with this. Look at this. You have new beginnings, the Fool card energy, also number 2. I love it. Bottom of the deck here is 44, another repeated number here. Attraction, super moon, 442. Okay, I see a lot of that. So we have new beginnings into the path. And earlier you guys got, I'm learning my path. So spiritually, you are learning your path. And didn't we talk about a number 8 of empowerment and strength with your career? Look at this, number 8. And number 13 is death, but it's the 8th house with Scorpio. So there's a strong scorpionic energy here for the feminine, which is shedding of the skin and having a rebirth. With the Magician, I don't doubt it. The Hierophant's all about a spiritual rise in power and authority. Divine Feminine, you are rising to some kind of a power and authority. You're going to be taking action on being a teacher, or at least a guide, guiding others on their path, guiding others on their journey. You've certainly leveled up with the Hierophant. You're also married to your spiritual path, and you're married to yourself. This Hierophant represents a commitment to your spiritual journey and a marriage and commitment to loving yourself and knowing yourself more fully than ever in the past. Okay, so I'm going to read that. The way is open for you, feminine, and the path is illuminated. Begin the journey now. Respond and take action. We must be courageous and move forward. I am open to responsive energy and the opening of the way from the universe. Divine Feminine, when we accept who we are, we acknowledge what needs to change and grow to love ourselves. Oh my gosh, that's so true right now. The direction of our lives begin to change. We often decide we want to follow a more authentic way for ourselves, and our desires become more aligned with the needs of self and spirit. Wants and values of our true self are starting to show. Wow, do you guys feel that amazing, powerful energy and the shift? Imagine that we are lost in a dark forest that we can hardly see. There is no visible path, and every way looks the same. It feels the same. We feel burdened by shadows and are not sure we can even move because we are so paralyzed by fear and uncertainty. Then the sunshine somehow breaks through. The clouds and leaf canopy are there ahead, and it's showing a path, an illuminated path in golden light, and it's clear now. The direction that we should head. The path is not only visible, but is inviting us to follow. Instead of just standing there, we can't wait to step on it, to move forward. The path is lit now, and it's time to walk upon it. A companion stone or metal that would be good for you is pyrite. It's like a very golden looking stone. It looks like gold. So Divine Feminine, you are ready to step onto this new path. It's more beautiful than it's ever looked. This whole dark forest that you were in is you were so stuck in the forest of love, the forest of spirituality, and the forest of confusion. You were so deeply entrenched in your journey as a twin flame or soulmate that you couldn't see you. You were so thick into the trees, you didn't even know that there was a forest. By the time you realized you were in the land of obsession and in the land of depression and in the land of attachment, before you realized you were really embedded in 5 of Cups and 4 of Cups and 9 of Swords, before you could even blink and realize, oh my God, this is where I'm at. You felt hopeless and absolutely lost. You didn't know what you wanted. You didn't know what you didn't want. You didn't know what you should do to fix it. You didn't even know if there was anything you could do to fix it. You felt in despair and hopeless. You felt very burdened, and you felt extremely ashamed of self because you thought you were failing the spiritual journey. You felt so upset that you weren't succeeding as a soul in your opinion of where you thought you should be. But now you've put that away. You've reassessed your journey. You've put yourself together. You've organized your mind. You've collected all that disheveled misinformation and organized it and filed it and compartmentalized it. You've made the truth appear. And as you started decluttering your life and decluttering your heart and decluttering your mind, you made sense of all that gosh darn clutter. Now you're able to see absolutely where you were, where you are, what you want, what you don't want, and where you need to go. That is the path. You did it yourself. There was no savior. You are your own hero. You are the magician. You are the waymaker. You put your heart and your faith into a higher power to give you strength, not to free you from hardships and troubles, but to make you stronger so you could face them. And that worked. It worked. That was the transformation. You learned a great deal about yourself, a great deal about your soulmate, and a great deal about this journey. And you are very excited to continue learning, to becoming more and more aware. So this spiritual message, this is about your spiritual journey, Divine Feminine, is a change and a new beginning with the Page of Swords to a new chapter of your life. And it's kind of like, I forgot her name, I think it's Daenerys, something like that. She was married to Jason Momoa, I don't know his name in the show, but she was his wife, and she was little, and she was meek, and she was weak, and she was just his wife, and she was just a piece of meat, and she was beautiful, and she had, you know, riches and a name and a title, but she didn't know who she was yet. And then she became the Queen of the Dragons. That's who she was. Not his wife, not some king's daughter, not some princess, not some little sweet girl, but Queen of the Dragons. A leader. Denaria, whatever, yes. So this is the Divine Feminine, male or female, realizing I am queen or king of the dragons. And you don't need the relationships to give you status. Oh, Denarius. Okay. Yeah, you don't need someone to give you status. You give yourself status. So anyways, your spiritual journey is taking you on the path and awakening you like you've never been awoken before. Okay? So you know where you're going now and you know what you want. And like the magician, you are creating it. But more than that, you're learning who you are in a very deep, deep way. So you're learning more about yourself as a soul through astrology. And you're learning more about yourself as a soul through other teachers and leaders and spiritual guides and gurus. Okay? But you're just in the essence of growth and learning and strength. So yes, Divinely Guided speaks boss up. The Divine Feminine is bossing up and not worried about other things other than self. That's really the energy you're into right now is, yeah, everything else can come and go, but you are you always, and this is your main focus. Spiritually right now, it's just about healing yourself and loving yourself. You're not worried about healing the world. You're not worried about healing your lover, okay? You're worried about healing you. You're worried about where you're going spiritually, not where your lover's going spiritually. See, the past was you worried about where your lover is going spiritually. Now you're no longer thinking about them and their journey. Like the teacher used to say in school to the kids, worry about yourself. Well, he or she isn't doing their math with the rest of the class. And the teacher says, don't worry about them, worry about yourself. Okay. So this is getting that Divine Feminine refocused. Stop looking around you at who's not doing what and just do you. And that's the energy you're in. Bottom of the deck here we have she who prepares, zenith, formulate, strategize, and devise. And the card that came out for you, whoops, is Yelena, she who knows. And this is wisdom, clarity, and resolution. Wisdom, clarity, and resolution. I love that. And that's exactly the Queen of Swords, right? If the Queen of Swords was words, she would be wisdom, clarity, and resolution. I almost feel like they're two in the same. Okay, so let's go ahead and read this here for the Femme. So Yelena, she who knows, has a thoughtful gaze that allows her to see each of us for who we really are. One of her gifts is the ability to clarify things. She cuts to the heart of the matter, using wisdom and insight in tandem like swords, rather than limiting herself to only one intellectual or only one emotional clue. Yelena possesses all information through both her heart and her head. Her ability to know things may seem uncanny to most, but she is merely using her natural abilities. For her, it's exercising more than one muscle at a time. This card invites you to revisit a recent worry. Wow, much like the Judgment card, correct? Let your heart have reign, and then engage your mind as well. Set both to working on the problem. When you use multi-layered approaches to issues, you may find an out-of-the-box solution. Balance is key when you show this card up. Look directly into the heart of the matter, then move up to the head. Once you unearth the emotional and intellectual why of this question or query, you will be able to see clearly the way to resolve it completely. Often the resolution presents itself in an unorthodox way. So pay attention to the little things coming your way and be open to the answer. Ask yourself, what emotional clues should I be paying attention to? And what are the intellectual clues telling me? And last, how can I open myself up to seeing all the facts? Wow, just an innate knowing and an innate being. I think it's brilliant. I think it's beautiful. I'm going to do one forgive myself oracle just for fun, and then I am done. Spirit, guide me to a forgiveness oracle for the Divine Feminine. Show me a forgiveness oracle. Bottom of the deck. The abstinent, I forgive myself for shaming myself for the intensity which I experienced my life. So you felt bad for loving so deeply, for being such an intense person, for having such deep emotions. So there was a time where you really just put yourself in a position where you were mad at yourself for feeling things as deeply as you did. But that was really okay. Instead, I choose to believe that when I open myself up to the full spectrum of experience, I give myself permission to explore the depths of my being so that I may gain a clearer understanding of who I am to the world. And last, I forgive myself for feeling as though I need others to be for me what I must first be for myself. Oh my God! Heartstrings, this is the perfect end to your reading. This is literally what the Queen of Swords had to learn the hard way. Divine Feminines, male and female, you have forgiven yourself for feeling as though I need to be for me what I must first be for myself. I don't know if I made sense with what I just fucking said, but you can read it for yourself. You wanted other people to be certain things for you. You wanted them to do things for you, to put you in a position of power, or put you in a position of peace, or put you into a position of happiness. And you felt you needed those other people or this person to do that for you, that it was up to others to put you in a certain state of being, a certain state of feeling. I hate when people say, see what you did to me? You made me sad. You made me happy. You made me feel great. You made me feel terrible. You made me do A, B, and C. Putting blame on others for things that you are experiencing, things that you are choosing to do, say, or feel is wrong. But you have forgiven yourself. And look, we have the victim, and it's about security. You're no longer the victim. You're no longer looking for people to make a way for you. So I forgive myself for feeling as though I need others to be for me what I must be for myself. That's that message from her. And I choose to believe that I am fully capable of providing myself with all that I need as long as I clarify my desires and commit to be guided there as life sees fit. The power's in your own hands. Divine Feminine, you are definitely on your own here. Just like Denaria. On your own. Powerful and in your own power. It's beautiful. Great. This is the path. This is the new beginning for you. Independent and free of everyone and everything. Just fully embodying a light. You are the light, and you are the power, and you are the strength, and you are the wisdom, and you are the key, and you are the door. You are everything you need to be for your life. And it's empowering, isn't it? Just saying that. Say that out loud, guys. I am in control. My experiences is my choice, my perspective, my perception. It's all up to me. Whether I'm happy or sad, it's up to me. Whether I'm at joy, it's up to me. Whether I'm in union, it's up to me. Whether I'm happy or not, it's really up to me. And taking that burden away from others actually empowers you. It frees you. And that energy that we read earlier in relationships where it said free yourself, and then you're calling in your soulmate, as you step into this personal power, as the Magician and the Queen of Swords, believe me, you're going to call in that powerful partner. A very, very powerful partner. Someone that works well with the Magician. Okay? All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching my channel. I appreciate you a lot. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much. If you want to participate in supporting this channel, please go to my website, jks1111.com. And you can go ahead and purchase my extendeds, and you can purchase anything else I have on there that might suit you. I've got lots of different things on there. Just go check it out. And That's it. I love you guys. Remember, like I always say, this is a journey, not a destination. So just keep swimming. Okay? I love you so much. Thanks for being here. Have a lovely, great, and wonderful day. I love you all so much. I'll be back later for the 100 Club. Bye, guys.